Now, in your opinion, in staying on with the tools and technology, as you mentioned earlier, in your opinion, when you think of generative AI and large language models, what are the biggest opportunities and the biggest risks? I mean, we talked about one of the possible risk factor, which is security and confidentiality. But what are the biggest, in your opinion, opportunities and risk that we can probably think about when it comes to those two types of technologies?
Mm. I will not focus on the future. I mean, don't ask me this question about what do you think about the future, what is going to happen, and how these are going to be used.
True, like now,
I will
basically.
focus, yeah, I will focus on people.
Yeah.
So the opportunity and the risk
Hmm.
is more or less the same. The opportunity is for people to become more intelligent, and the risk is for people to become more, allow me the word, stupid.
Stupid or
So
productive, which only one you might use.
I would say that, yeah, they will not use their brain. I
The
mean,
brain
the
to, yeah,
brain gets passive if the
yeah,
tools are not creatively used.
correct, correct. You're absolutely correct. Speaking of people, do you feel like you're from a recruiting and training and retaining of your team members, for instance? Do you, with all the changes, because I know like a lot of us in the industry, they like that environment that doesn't change, don't introduce a lot of changes. People don't like change that much. But we live in an era where changes are happening almost on a daily basis in a variety of ways. So how does the human element in your team works right now? Like, do you face challenges in recruiting? Are you finding the right talents? Do you find easier or more difficult to retain them so they don't get moved on to another company, etc.? So the human element on your team, can you describe that?
Yeah, I think that people and professionals are hungry to work. So
Hmm.
there are a lot of hands out there. On our end, when we recruit, it's fine. I mean, we can find what we want. There is no the opposite. I mean, there are a lot of hands, but we don't have a lot of openings for that.
Hmm.
But what is important is that it's not about the task. It is about the skills and about the willingness to learn. And
Hmm.
there we can see a scarcity. We can see that this becomes less and less, or becomes more stagnant, or you cannot find the people with this mood of, okay, I'm passionate, I want to do things. And I think that this is not their fault. I mean, as potential employees,
Sure.
it is
Yeah.
our fault as employers because we come from a different generation, and this happens in each and every culture, and we don't adapt to the new generation. So somehow they need to elevate a little bit. We need to go down a little bit and find a common pace because right now this generation is very different. It's very different. And the culture and the attitude and the mood. So this is where we have the pain, I think. It's not about how many people we can find and professionals, but it is about the quality of people that we find and if they match the culture of a given company.
Okay.